Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku was. I always pronounce the name wrong of. I know what it is. I did some research and watched it. It's Joe. I almost said JoJo. Ja, his sorcerer. Yeah. But most of the time I'll say the he sorcerer thing. So in my so in this what if, Zuko is born with a power of like every sorcerer known in this anime. Like from the weakest one to the strongest one type. Even the more powerful than Jojo. No, not Jojo. It's Jogo or thing? Yeah. The. Yeah. So now, without further ado, let's jump right into the what if. And I am adding Zumi into this what if. So now let's begin. Zuko and Zumi been born. And Zuko always been a weird one. When he was 3 years old. He talks to curses. Like basically he was talking to, is it I'm trying to. I'm on monsters. Because that's what I see them as. So, yeah. His first creature that he talks to is actually a queen of the spirits thing. Yeah. Her. Because in this alternate timeline, yeah. Yeah, so this character, as my guy, he was born with green hair, but yeah. So now, when everybody sees him as weirdo, but then he always gets picked on by it for being like too creepy. So then at age of 4, the quirk doctor, because I forgot, oh gosh dang it, I forgot, I can't believe I forgot to, because at the beginning of this what if, I forgot to mention, people in this what if universe doesn't see curses, but they're all around them. And the policemen and pro heroes are still puzzled by like people randomly dying because they don't see any anything like any. They thought it was just people that have invisibility quirks or something, but no. Until Zuko was born. As he stops, he looks over, and he's, as a monster, creepily went behind like one of the gang of thugs, basically. Or the guy that looks like a average adult, like a homeless guy. As Zuko's like, without any hesitation, as he pushes the homeless guy away, as he punches the cursed spirit. And yeah, the cursed spirit's blood exploded as the homeless guy says, "What did you do?" As they can see purple blood on the ground, as he says, it's a curse monster. It's a unique type from average quirks. But I can see them like they were like every other one. As a homeless guy and bunch of, or let's say one of the thugs that saw the purple blood looks at Zuko. It was before before he hit age of 4. As the gang of Hung says, wow. So you can see these so-called curses, right? Yeah. This one was more aggressive than the others. There's 3 different power levels. There's normal, the one that's those. And then there's 3, or there's special types, and then there's like godly types. I see. So you know all those curses from even looking around. Yes. As you should be a hero. Because as a homeless guy even says, yeah, you should. Because us people are dying from these so-called curses that you mentioned. Yeah, and here's one helpful tip. Be positive. Really? What do you mean? They get attracted when there's negative emotions. Like hatred, sadness. Yes. As Zucker says, when he's 3 years old, he knows. And so now he's at age of 4. His parents took him and his sister to the quirk doctor. And yeah, the quirk doctor says, Zumi, you have a quirk, but your brother doesn't have a quirk. As he looks behind the quirk doctor, or he turns around with sharp eyes, as a monster is about to to bite off Zumi or Zuko's or Inko's head. As may I see that pen? As he, why? What are you gonna do? As he dodges, or no, he gets, as he stabs the cursed spirit before he even had a chance to eat his mother. Get out of here, you stupid curse. Wait, you can see the curses? As the court doctor says. Or you can... As everybody's shocked. I mean, unique power. Not a quirk, but actual power. That he was born with. As the court doctor realized that he's the only one that everyone needs at this point. You can become a hero, actually, Zuko. So then he goes to a time skip to 15. Zuko learns a lot more how to control his powers. Like, he can do... he can do... Yeah. So he sees them as he takes care of all the curses. And, like, yeah. He took out all the common, normal ones. Now there's only specials and Hunleys left. And they're like, man, Zuko. And Bakugo, as a curse, is about to devour his friend when he was doing school. As he grabs Bakugo, tossed him, as he hits them, as he breaks a tooth off, as he tossed the curse out of a window. Now, you hurt my little friend. As Bakugo and his friends saw that, and they were like, holy crap. How are you doing with nails? As he transfers... Sorry. I just had to wipe my tongue real quick. So, yeah. Suzuku ends up... in order to cover his eyes... or in order to quit seeing so many, like... name... And they all agree that they put the he... As... Yeah. Inko says to Bakugo's mom before she freaks out about the... Did my son do this? Yeah. No. It's... He's just wearing it because he keeps seeing these things called curses that are more... So he joins UA, and everybody thinks that has a blind quirk. As he had nails on him, or like basically he had a pocket full of nails and a hammer so that as he could as he picks up he lists his iPad, or his, like, basically thing. Let's take a good look. There's a lot of students. As sees, I see all their names. Okay, good. Now, Ezuka looks over, and they could hear, as a monster's about to kill Ochako. I won't be standing there if I was you, Ochako Raka. As she looks at him, why? As he grabs her arm, tossed her, as the monster just collapsed. And how can you see me? You're a common, aren't you? Buggy. As it was a bug, real bug. That his name was Buggy, so. Wait. As Kenya can't believe it. As they're like, wait, you can't see these curses? Yeah. Dr. Lily says, yeah, she's been born with her power that allows him to see curses like how we see each other. Jujutsu Sorcerer, this is my destiny. Wow. As everybody's like, that's why you told me to won't be standing there if I was you. As he says, shall we? As he basically grabs a nail from as he flicks it right at the bug, nails him, first shot, nails him into the arm. As the monster busts right through, like his arm was ripped off. And he's like, as Zuko walks up, now, boom, as he grabs a hammer and boom, hits the bug creature, or where he, like, that nail, as big explosion, like basically blood, as he dodges the blood. And how? Boom. Then they see a remains of the, like, a tail. Wait, you can see them. Yeah. This buggy is a normal one. Normal type. Curse. But he killed 50 men today, so. Wow. You could tell by. As everybody is like. Without further ado, let's continue. And so, Zuko, whom was in front of the line, and yeah. So when he used when the doors were open, he charged up his attack, and when he let go, man, oh man. Every single robot was obliterated in a snap of someone's fingers. Like, yeah. So, so basically, yeah, Zuko's power was only 1%. Like, basically, as everybody's like, wait, that was 1%? Wow. There's, yeah. You could, as everybody's like, thought he was just gonna be one crazy lunatic. But then turns out it was with enough power of his, he could just be like, I'm done. So then yeah. So Zuko ends up immediately after the USJ, or no. So after the internship, or the that test that goes into UA, Zuko was immediately in Class 1A. And, like, basically, because they never seen someone with his talents before. As, so he did tell Music Mike and Nezu that the reason why I always wear this is just making me stop seeing it doesn't interfere with my other senses. Wow. Yeah. So then so at the USJ theme, I'm doing the time skip to USJ. The villains were, so during the ambush thing, Zuko immediately was like, I see a special, as he looks at, and he sees the one person that is stronger than Lava. I always put Lava Monster because, yeah, he sees him clear as day. And everybody's like, yeah, he's wondering, but how can you see me? As he says, looks like he's a fiery type. Lava. Huh. I believe his name is Gojo, or Jogo. Oh, is that right? Yes. As a voice was heard from on one of the many powerful special types of curses. And you could see right into me. Yeah. Wait, special type? As Eraserhead says, I know I can't see him, but as he tells Zuko, can you take care of him? Sure, I can. After all, he is kind of weakling. As his head starts to, like, bulge out, like shooting lava everywhere. I'll make you regret saying that. As he's just... I think all the rest of you need to evacuate the area. Yeah. As one of the villains know who Zuko is. Yeah, trust him. He knows what he's talking about. As they all, like, run out. Before the... Yeah. So, they're like... So... Domain expansion. As Zuko says... I can see that I can see you who are the only one that casts it. As he battles against him, and guess who won? Zuko. Whom? He did kill, Zuko did kill him faster than the blink of an eye. Him. Yeah. So, yeah. So then yeah. So he goes toe to toe with him, and he wins. As there was a lot of lava around, but Zuko didn't care. As the domain expansion, and man, those two went right at it, full bore. As Zuko climbs off of the... Yeah. So, without any single burn mark. As he just, like, jumps over the lava. Man. And the villains looked at him, and they're like, man, you're good. Yeah. And even the students are like, holy crud. How did you... At least I got a souvenir from it. As he got basically his cape thing. Him? How does it look? Now I'm gonna wear it. Yeah. As he puts it on the wall. That was a lava curse. Where... What does lava curse do? As one of them hits the other, what do you think it did? Shoots rainbows out of its head? No, it shoots lava from its head and ears, like you've seen. As everybody... as everybody was like, looks at Zuko, how did you know it was a special type? Well, its soul inside of its body. See, as he sits down and explains everything about how can you tell by a person's soul? Everything and everyone has a soul inside of their bodies. Her spirits have like their own spirit. It's similar to invisibility quirk. As he looks over and he can see an invisible girl's is like her full body thing. But yeah. So yeah. So he explains that certain curses have a special rule. They have to kill to like eat, or they have to eat the victims with more negative energy. Remember what I said as he looks at Mr. Aizawa? Remember what I said to you? That was actually a helpful tip, not a... As he looks at Mr. Aizawa, and Mr. Aizawa is like, oh, I thought you were just... Wait, so that's... So then after that, his buddy, his buddy, or so the lava golem's buddy, Water, was like all mad. So then, during the spirit festival, or so after the, after the sports festival 2 weeks thing, but during the 2 weeks, one day, he was just walking and training, but then he notices that a little guy, he says, "You killed my friend back then. I have a grudge against you." Huh. Are you sure? Yeah. And so he transforms into a monster dragon. As he's like, okay, ready? Yep. Hold on, before we start. As he calls Detective, he calls Nezu and tells him he did call Eraserhead, and before, as Eraserhead's like heard name as, can you evacuate the term, or as he tells them it curses I'm battling against a monster. And so when Eraserhead says, "We're on our way. I know that I trust you, but keep the damage to the minimal. Sure. Until we arrive. So, yeah, but it looks like this creature has the same power level as All Might, so special type. Yeah. And you defeat it? Sure I can. So, as he realizes why, because every cursed spirit that even, and as he sees why that everybody, or all the cursed spirits warned him, don't mess with that kid. He's more powerful than any of us. Huh. So then so they didn't take his warning, and yeah. So as this must be his watery domain expansion. So then they basically, as he, or Eraserhead and All Might did show up before, and Eraserhead and All Might did show up before, and so they were like, whoa. Here, something on. As they put on hangles that was specially designed by Zuko, as they see curses, her monster was right behind, or in the front. As they were like, oh boy, he is a big fella. Anyway. And so then the big fella ends up battling against. And what are we in? This is called domain expansion. On the outside, it's just a black orb. But inside, depends on the user. And, yeah, so be careful. I did some damage. As the guy literally as All Might, or let's say Eraserhead just did something similar to that and hits him and do all that stuff, as he's like, man, there are ups and downs. Yep. Now, so then each one, as he says, each person so then All Might does, and Zuko or actually they did convergence, and he punched this creature so hard that even as they're like, man, before we kill Don't worry. Before we kill you, there's this one question. The Elman, and so how many people did you kill? As Deku respawned for him, 50,000 for last week. In the last month. As Zucker says that was enough. As Eraserhead's like, I could tell. Or, how can you tell by a person's kill rate? As a guy, and he says, I know that you're much more powerful. As the crab guy says, you know a thing or two, aren't you? As Zucker says, or as the about us. As, yeah. So you can tell by a person. Yeah, but don't let up. He's, as he kills him right then and there. Yeah, Zuko was pretty much a tough person. Now, so then we dealt with fire, we dealt with water. That only leaves with one, because usually there's groups of 3. So you're saying, as they're like saying, you're basically saying there's fire, water, and what's next? Well, what makes elements? Earth is next. And watch out for him. As he's wondering, what do you mean by him? And, yeah. As he recognizes any monster, any cursed spirits that he recognizes, bam. Instant. As he wrote down, or he drew, normally this is what it looks like. Wow. So why is he covering his arm? Well, his arm is or he has a flower on his right arm. But in order to use the thing, as he has to put his hand down any surrounding plant life, or any life that's around, or any plant life around, would go into it and use it as a cannon. And then, wow, you know so much, Zuko. Yeah. So then the All for One, or so a time skip, and All for One and that creature were, or so I'm skipping the time skip to All Might versus All for One, but it's in this alternate timeline, it's All for Mine versus All for One and him. So then So the monster was wearing, like what I said. So then when he revealed, it is time for you to die. I'm giving him a French accent or some weird accent. As out of nowhere, Zuko was using his blast. And yeah, Zuko was pretty happy about using it. Positive, negative, and then purple. Imagination purple. Boom. As he obliterated All for One and that creature at the same time. As when he came out of the when he came to life, or everybody's like, dang, you can do long range all the way from here to there? Man, you're skilled. Yep. So, All for One and him died at the same time, so yeah. So now as he cleared out all the, like, basically, he did clean out all the cursed spirits before, and he wasn't just by himself. Yeah. So the Queen Curses, this girl, was actually, she was like a partner, because he knows that he cares about her, because both of them are partners in crime. So then, yeah. So, yeah. So then So then Ochako, or no, actually, Renko, or not Renkor. I meant, forget how to pronounce her name. MHA. This girl, after meeting him in at the exam, she actually fell in love with him. So they were dating, and they got married. So, like, time skip thing. But the Queen of Curses actually, because she knows that she's a partner to Zuko, but it's good to him. And the Dark Shadow, I forget his name. Dark Shadow. No. When Zuko, like, made him a copy of the, like, basically of those goggles things, he also made one for the Dark Shadow. And when they saw the Queen of Curses, they're like, man, so you're saying this guy, or this is your monster curse? Yeah. So then, yeah, Zuko was pretty happy about it. Me. So, as he meets them, yeah. So Zuko did get married to Rinko. I keep saying Rinko or Rancor. I'm sorry. Rancor. Rancor. Yeah, this girl. He did get married to her and yeah, and basically had homo children that were inherits like basically similar, or they were born similar to what Zuko went through, but they have curses now, or they have a quirk, should I say? And the quirks are called curses that are in because yeah. And so, and reason why I'm not doing a overhaul versus or a whole overhaul arc is because I don't feel like it. So peace out, Cub Scouts. And before we go, and yes, he did battle against a most powerfulest quirk, or most powerfulest when he was like 25 years old. Yeah, and man, oh man, it was a pretty tense fight. They live out in the country because they, yeah, away from, huh? To learn or to teach them how to use their powers and all that stuff. So then he battled against the king of the quirks, or no, king of the curses. And I'm saying curse like in the... Here, hold on, let me grab... Curses. This one. Okay, so now this is the end of the What If. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff. So, before we... Okay, go on. So, peace out.